what you say we shotgun one.
Yeah, what you...
Oh, that was a gassy.
That was cold. Sacagaway, that beer was cold.
Woo!
Welcome back, mother lovers. Nixon 6. Chris. J. Bizzle McFizzle. What's
Oh
good, man?
my God. The New York Knickerbockers are moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals.
So many people doubted us.
Oh,
and I don't want to hear the
fucking
whole
go.
Jason Tatum got hurt.
No.
Blah, 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 blah.
No.
We were in control of that game anyways.
No. You brought it up before I did. I was going to bring up the same fucking thing, dude. I went on the internet and immediately, all you saw online was, oh, and the Boston fans, if Tatum never got hurt, all this other shit, and I'm like, already.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, let's be fucking real. Maybe you had a small chance in coming back in Game 4 with him in the game. Unlikely.
We were in control.
Small chance.
We were in control
Sure.
of that game at that
Sure,
point.
a small chance. But let's be come on, dude. You were 3-1 after when he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real. You were fucking 3-1 when he got hurt.
And losing.
And the way that Knick team played in Game 6, the way they played in Game 6,
phenomenal.
I don't give a fuck
Phenomenal.
if you had Jesus himself on the Boston Celtics. They were gonna win that game. I was talking to my father-in-law Wilson after the game the other day, and I didn't even really realize this until we spoke. Not a single player on the court had a bad game.
No.
Everybody went off.
Yeah, everybody.
Between the
whole
5
team.
starters, Mitch Robinson and Miles McBride off the bench, Deuce off the bench. All of them went off.
Yeah.
All of them had a fucking phenomenal game. That is the Knicks team I would love to see
Every night.
day in and day out.
Yeah. Every night.
We're currently recording this at the tail end of the Denver OKC game. OKC's doing to Denver what we did to Boston.
Seriously. 125 to 85.
They're up by 40 right now. It's looking like it's going to be OKC versus Minnesota in the West. Knicks Pacers in the East.
Fucking Pacers.
Dude, if we get redemption against this Pacer squad in the Eastern Conference
New
Finals,
York's going to go fucking crazy.
oh, nuts. Nuts.
They're already going crazy.
Oh,
Did you see
yeah.
some of
I
the
mean,
videos?
obviously. And everybody on... All right, listen, bro. Every fan base has a small unit that's too much.
Yeah.
Every fan base.
Yeah.
I don't care what team you play for. You know, maybe some fan bases have a lot less guys. Some have a lot more ridiculous fans, a.k.a. Philly. But every fan base has... So there's definitely, I'm looking at videos online of Knicks fans where I'm
stupid.
like, come on, dude.
I was gonna say the same
Unnecessary.
thing.
I think I saw a video of them throwing, garbage bags at a dude wearing a Halliburton jersey.
Yes, yep.
Did you
I
send
saw
that to
I saw
me?
that today. Yeah, I think
Or
I saw that today.
I saw it
probably sent
online,
to you.
and I'm like, I can't condone that behavior as a Knicks fan, dude. I'm sorry.
Same. And those are
it's
probably not even
ridiculous.
true Knicks fans. Those are just people being retarded most of the time.
Whether they are or they aren't, doesn't matter. Whether they rode through the hard times and the good times, it doesn't matter when you decided to get on the wagon and watch. What matters is, behave yourself like an adult.
Correct.
It has nothing to do with act like you've been there before. Because fan bases have never been there. They don't play. They just watch and enjoy or, wallow in their misery depending on where their franchise is at. So it's nothing to do with act like you've been. It has everything to do with act like a human.
Yeah.
Have fun, scream, yell, do whatever the hell you want. I get it. But don't put your fucking hands on another human being.
Yeah.
There's just lines that don't need to be crossed. As a person.
Yeah.
Nothing to do about team sport. Nothing. It's just It's the way you got to carry yourself
Yeah.
as a human being.
Some of the
So
videos
I
are
will
stupid.
say, some of those videos online are outrageous. Nick fans, you got to hone it in. I get it. 25 years since an Eastern Conference Finals. You're excited. But there's no reason to be hateful.
Correct. Yep.
All right?
How about burning of a jersey?
That's cool. That's fun. That's fun.
Okay.
Again, that's not...
I like that.
You're not hurting anybody, unless you like took the jersey off of a fan. It's their jersey and you burned it. That's not okay. That's somebody else's property. Leave that alone.
Yeah.
But if you decide to go buy a jersey with your own money and burn it, you do whatever the hell you want. That's your property. You do whatever the hell you want.
I won't do it, but I saw a video of them burning Tatum's jersey.
That's fine. Hey, man, if that's just stuff.
Yeah.
It's just a jersey. No big deal.
People do that. People do that to their own team jersey.
Yeah. Oh.
Happens
At
a lot
my
in football.
tailgate, they burned a Saquon jersey.
Yeah, I was there for that.
Yeah,
And then they burned the Odell Beckham jersey that one year.
Yeah, that one I wasn't really on board with because, what Barkley did was leave the Giants and signed with their immediate fucking rivals.
Yeah.
Who were already good, had just been to the Super Bowl, 2 years prior.
Yeah.
So they were just missing a couple pieces, which fucking sucked. Beckham got traded away.
Yeah.
He didn't fuck over
The Giants.
the Giants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had no choice in the matter. Yeah, was he a diva, an asshole? Sure. That's 100% true. I'm not going to argue that matter, but he didn't fuck the Giants over.
No.
They shipped him off.
Yeah. Yeah, that was stupid.
But anyway, what a game. I posted the reel 2 days ago. Right? Yeah. I posted the reel the day of Game 6. And I said in that reel, Mitch Robinson's plus minus at that time was absurd. Should we see more Mitch Robinson tonight? And I feel like that's what we saw. Bro, talk about Brunson, talk about Cat, talk about McHale, talk about OG, talk about all those guys. Love it. They played their asses off. But when Mitch Robinson is on the floor, he is a goddamn difference maker. I fucking love that guy.
Yeah.
I
like when they play both bigs.
Oh, when they go Cat and Mitch, I like that lineup too.
Yeah.
I feel like, I like it because of, two reasons I like it. One, obviously you're getting more rebounding, but two, when you have the two bigs, you actually, and this is specifically towards Boston, you get more of a mismatch for Cat. Because now their main big is going to be on Mitch, which means you're going to have basically a fucking small forward with the way Boston runs their squad defending Cat. So what I loved about Cat, the number one thing I loved about Cat in this game was he finally got aggressive. He finally started playing like a big body 7-footer like he is.
Like he should.
And was absolutely dominating when he had a smaller guy on him. Which is the Cat that we need every game.
Yeah.
Especially
game with this next team. Next two teams that we play, if we make it that far.
Oh yeah. I'm not trying to look towards the future. Got the Pacers next. Just to have the conversation. I'm not saying we're going to beat the Pacers. I don't like to talk that way as a fan. I like to take it one series at a time, one game at a time, one play at a time. If you listen to Boomer Esiason, that's how he likes to phrase it. But how sick would it be if Minnesota upsets OKC and it's Minnesota, New York in the finals, the two teams involved in the huge off-season trade.
Yeah.
They got Randall and DiVincenzo, and we got Cat.
Yeah.
That'd be
great.
That'd be a pretty sick
matchup. Minnesota's, what seed are they?
6.
Oh, so we would get home field.
Home court.
Home court.
But yes.
You know what I mean.
Home court.
Home field. So, I know you was looking for a bottle to drink while we were doing this.
Yeah.
and I told you to stop looking.
Okay.
Because I got you something.
Ooh. Got me something.
Yeah.
Hey.
Now.
Okay.
The reason why I got you this
Captain
is
America.
mainly because it's hard to get, but not because it's your favorite bottle.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. I think we need to like let everyone know.
Oh yeah, what am I doing? That's a little early. Anyways,
it is my birthday in a few days.
This is his birthday week. His birthday's Thursday the 22nd.
My birthday's in about 3 days.
So that's your early birthday gift from me.
Oh no, you didn't, dude.
Yeah.
You are 100% right. This is so hard to get
find.
your hands on. This is sick. My boy. Oh, man. Bottle of Blanton's. Woo!
Comes over the sleeve. Yeah, look at that.
That is fucking beautiful.
So then I thought about it as you were looking. I was like, I don't want to open this bottle of Blanton's for his birthday, but now you can open the other one if you want. Whatever you want to do.
No. That one I gotta hold off.
Yeah.
I gotta drink that one with you, man. This is sick, my boy.
I'll have a
Appreciate
shot
you,
with you
bro.
if you want to open that.
Oh, dude, absolutely. Whenever you're ready, you let me know. This is sick, dude. Blanton's is definitely hard to get your hands on.
Yeah.
And if you find it, most places really, really overcharge for it.
Yeah, they definitely do. But
That's
it
sick.
is what it is.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
problem.
Oh, man. Shit. What were we even talking about?
We had to stop talking, so I took over. Like, well, let me give his gift in case he wants to take a shot.
Appreciate you.
You'll be 35.
5.
5?
35 in a couple
Oh,
days.
you're reaching my age now. That's it. 35 is old. 35 is old.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
excited. I'm excited. Bro, have you seen this trend that's going on where a family's out to dinner and like the mom or the daughter tells the waitress to take their dad's plate
Oh,
in the
yeah.
middle of the meeting? Yo, how pissed would you be?
Oh, I'd be fucking
Happens to
furious.
you?
I'd be furious.
You know the person that I thought of most if that happened to them? Wilson.
Oh, my God.
Bro, mid cutting a mistake and somebody
Nope,
fucking grabs his plate.
I wouldn't even play that game with Wilson because he might fight the person.
Yo, I know. I was like, yo, imagine
He'd
this was
freak
Wilson.
out. He would absolutely freak out. I've been to restaurants with this guy. I know how he acts.
Yeah.
This dude would freak out.
Yeah. I would love to see that. I would love to see Carissa try to pull that trend
Oh
on
my
him.
God. Yo, that's fucking funny you talk about Wilson in restaurants because the other day, because it's my birthday coming up this week, Wilson was, he's trying to do something nice, trying to set up reservations to go to dinner on the next weekend for my birthday. So he made reservations for Sunday at around 6. And then the other day, I think, you and I were talking about it. We realized that Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals would land on that day. Mm-hmm. So I called him. I was like, hey, Will, love you. Really appreciate you. Cancel them reservations. Not doing it. Not doing it. There's no fucking way, right, that I'm going to a nice restaurant, right? Because I've been to the place. The ambiance is nice. It's not a fucking bar. It's not a sports bar. Yeah. It's a nice restaurant.
Do you have any TVs?
I don't. That's the thing, right? There's two things I'm not risking. I'm not risking hoping I can try to catch the game while I'm sitting at dinner. Yeah. No way. And 2 is, even if I called and said, oh, no, yeah, there's definitely a view of the game where you're sitting. No way. I can't compose myself maturely enough to be at a nice restaurant watching the Knicks play. I'm a maniac when I'm watching the game.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I always I love to do this. This is how I like to enjoy sports. Whatever the result is of the game, once it's done, I'm very good at being like, all right, man, it's done. It is what it is. Win, loss. I mean, win, I'm a little bit more excited, but loss, I'm like, all right, they lost. It is what it is. You move on to the next one. But during the game, I'm a fucking maniac. Yeah. I'm nuts, dude. I'm all in. I'm creating new and interesting curses.
Curse words.
Carissa makes fun of me to people because she's like, yo, He puts combinations of curse words I've never even thought were possible.
Wait, describe one.
Oh, I mean, I it's got to be in the moment. You can't put me on the spot. I gotta be rolling. You know, like I think I called Rashad White bald-headed Neanderthal, which that's not even a curse. That's just what he actually looks like. And I don't even dislike the dude. I'm just getting mad when he was hitting all those fucking threes in Game 5.
Yeah, fucking. Everybody and their mother was dropping threes that day.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
That was so Game 5. And I'm sorry for listeners that don't give a shit about sports. I feel like we're really gearing towards sports a lot lately.
Well, I mean, it's the Knicks.
I know. I'm so excited. I just want to talk about them all day long, every day. Bro, I went to the mall. Yesterday just to get a new Knicks hat for the pod.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is my new Knicks hat for the pod. And as they proceed in the postseason, however many weeks they're in, I will continue buying a new Knicks hat for each pod.
I like that.
Which I don't know if the viewers have noticed. I think one episode I re-wore a hat, but every episode I try to wear a new hat. But specifically, I've been trying to recently wear new Knicks hats because I gotta rock my boys. I gotta rock with my boys. How fucking funny is this, though? 25 years since they made the Eastern Conference Finals. You know who they played in the Eastern Conference Finals 25 years ago? The fucking Pacers. They lost to a memory that is ingrained in my brain.
Game 6.
At the Garden. The missed finger roll.
Yeah. From Ewing.
That is a highlight.
Yep.
If I close my eyes, I can see it clear as day.
Yep.
But did you something interesting about that finger roll that Ewing had said in an interview? I don't know when he said it. It might have been a while ago, probably. But Ewing was already late in his career by that point. Mm-hmm. So he had all his knee problems and everything like that. And obviously it was at the end of the game, so he's clearly tired as well on top of all those things. He said the reason he didn't go for the dunk at that point was because he didn't think with his knees that he had the spring to get up to finish it. And that's why he went with the finger roll and missed. But, you know, it is what it is. The last time they made the finals, which was the year prior, they beat the Pacers. Yeah. To get to the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
The
Pacers are just like, they're not even a team in all reality that should be a rivalry.
No.
They're in a different division. Yeah, they're in the East, but there's like it's only the way the stars have aligned in history that has made the Pacers a rivalry.
Well, and also Reggie Miller said he hated the Knicks.
Right, which is obvious, but I'm just saying, like, so Reggie Miller said he hated the Knicks in '99, right? And the Knicks beat them, and whatever happened transpired from there. And then after that, they didn't play the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals. You know what I mean? Like, if certain things happen, even if he said he hated the Knicks, he's just one guy that played for a franchise. He doesn't determine a rivalry. It's just the way things have, like, even in the Melo years, right? The year that Melo had his best season with the Knicks, that they were the 2 seed.
Yeah, they got eliminated by the Pacers.
They got eliminated by the fucking Pacers.
Mm-hmm. Paul George and that crew.
That fucking team is just... There's something about that team. Mm-hmm. They love to get in our fucking way, dude.
And didn't Melo go... Melo got hurt that playoff. Here somewhere.
Yes, I think like a rib.
Yeah.
But but there was a bunch of injuries. But there was a bunch of injuries in that postseason run. But I don't know if you remember that roster very well. But that specific year, they also had a bunch of older guys on the team.
With the Melo team?
Yeah, that was like Marcus Camby at the end of his career. Oh my God, there was like another like center power forward. Was Jason Kidd on that squad, or was that the Chauncey Billups team? Because like J Kidd came over and played with the Knicks for a little bit during that Melo time, and Chauncey Billups also came to the Knicks and played for that little bit of time too. And I can't remember. Hold on.
Was Kidd after Billups?
That was fucking...
2012.
You think about it, that was 13 years ago.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
It's so crazy to think that was 13 years ago. The reason I remember is because my daughter was born that year.
Yeah, yeah.
Our daughters.
Yeah, our daughters.
Were born
yeah.
that year.
We had went to a game that year.
Yes. Yep.
With Joey. Those are pretty decent seats.
Those were shit seats, but we were up there.
We were up there.
And we were up
I
there.
guess I've only saw the Knicks twice, and those seats were better than the last time I went to see the Knicks. So for me, those were decent seats.
Oh, Kenyon Martin.
Oh yes,
was
Kenyon
on
Martin.
that team.
Yes.
And Rasheed Wallace was also on that team.
Rasheed Wallace.
Yes. Oh, and he was in basketball years. He was ancient at that time, dude. And it was J Kidd.
We did have Kidd. Okay.
J Kidd and so no. All right, yeah, no Chauncey Billups on that team.
Oh man, J Kidd, Mello, Stoudemire, right?
Yeah, Stat. Yeah, so you know Mello, Stat, Tyson Chandler, Steve Novak, Iman Shumpert was on that team.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith was on that team.
Yeah.
But those guys were young. Those guys were, still good. But I don't remember exactly who got hurt, but I think Marcus Camby got hurt. I think no, this is the wrong roster. Because Chris Copeland was still on the team on this roster. And I distinctly remember the following year when we got eliminated, Chris Copeland was on the fucking Pacers. Because he, went off against us. I think, dude. Now I'm like...
What year is that? What team is that? 2012?
That was the 2012-2013 season.
Yeah, so I think the 2014 season. Or it was 2014 playoffs was when we got eliminated.
Oh, no,
by the
okay.
Pacers,
So wait.
so the year after.
20... Damn, dude. Now I'm like... I'm sorry,
Viewers.
listeners. This sounds boring, but I'm trying to fucking...
You know the best part about this is the people that watch it, that know about it, they're going to be answering these questions
Oh, yeah.
that I wish you could answer now as we're reviewing it.
I know. I'm like... Because, no, the 21... Oh, this is the season, I think. Because I think this is the year that they finished the 2 seed. Right. So it was the 2011-2012 season. I was looking at the 2012-2013 season. No. Wait. This is the wrong year, too. What the fuck? The hell year did they finish the 2 seed?
They were the 2 seed that year? To what?
They were the 2 seed one of the years. Yeah. Oh, so Chris Copeland was on the team the year they finished the 2. Or did they trade Copeland?
Mid-season?
Maybe. I swear to God, Copeland was on the team.
Or did they eliminate us twice?
I don't know. No.
The event had ended. Thanks for watching.
Hold on.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like
This is what we need, our Googler.
Yeah.
Julian Butler, the Googler.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that year they beat Boston in 6 in the first round, and they fell to the Pacers in the second round. I swear to God, I thought Copeland was on that Pacers team that beat us, but apparently no. Copeland was still on the Knicks team.
Huh.
Yeah, Copeland went to the Pacers. Oh, I guess 2 years later. Never mind. Sorry. So Copeland was still on the Knicks when they lost that year, but. Anyway, I forgot my point.
Fuck the Pacers and fuck Reggie Miller. That's the point. Oh, you got a beer.
So we've been watching. We've been having to watch these last couple games on ESPN. And I said it on our family chat, and nobody responded to me because I guess maybe they don't agree with me. I'm sorry if this offends anybody. I fucking hate Doris Burke as a fucking announcer.
Well, you said that. I think your brother said that, right?
No,
that was
I
you
did.
who said that.
I did. I absolutely despise Doris Burke as a fucking announcer.
So you'd rather listen to Reggie Miller?
I honestly,
Yeah.
honestly, yes.
Yeah.
And that sounds
Yeah, I don't like
horrific.
her either. I don't like her either.
I know
but,
that sounds horrific, but I would much rather, as much as I hate Reggie Miller, if that means that Doris Burke's not on the call, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I said this to Carissa the other day that like bothers me a bit in like basketball and in every sport really they do this. Like the NBA, NFL, MLB, they need to change something that I think would only be fair to local fans of this team, right? If you're gonna put these games on a national television stream like Max or like ESPN, they should have an option. Watch the national stream, watch the opposing local stream, whoever the away team is, and watch your local stream, right? Because I've been watching Knicks basketball for most of the year. I get Clyde. Fucking Frazier as my announcer, and then a lot of times sometimes it's different co-hosts and stuff, but like all year I got to listen to my guys. But at the games that matter the most, they're no longer viable to call these games. I think that's kind of bullshit. Dude. You know, like Yankees, the same thing. Right? Who's you're gonna be so mad at me for drawing the blank. Who's a legendary Yankees?
Michael Kay.
Michael Kay. Right? All year we get to listen to Michael Kay call these games on the Yes Network and stuff. And then postseason comes around.
Boring fucking announcers.
What's his name? He does the NFL and
Joe Buck.
Joe fucking Buck. Joe Buck.
Yeah, Joe Buck.
Like why? Why force a local fan to have to listen to these fucking national? How much could it possibly cost to run a couple more streams with the announcers that you have been listening to all year? Mm-hmm. It just only seems fair that you should do that. Like, I want to listen to fucking Clyde call these postseason.
I want to listen to Michael Kay.
Exactly. As a Yankee fan, you want to listen to Michael Kay. You know what I mean? Like, it's stupid that I gotta listen. I gotta be forced. These people that ESPN decides is the best people for the job, which they're fucking awful at that, because the highest paid fucking sports commentator on the ESPN network is Stephen A. And fucking Stephen A. sucks. I hate Stephen A. Awful.
As a commentator?
As anything. An analyst, everything. Everything.
I don't remember him. I don't remember. He doesn't call games.
No, but I'm just saying.
Okay, no, I'm
like,
just thinking.
I'm just saying, like, he's employed by ESPN, right? He's on the ESPN, whatever show he does. What's that fucking show he does? First Take? Or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like the highest paid sports analyst on the network.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I think he is awful. Hate him.
He's very biased to his teams.
He's biased to his teams, yes. He's also hard on his teams when they don't perform.
Yeah.
So, like, I get it. But it's not even that. Even when he's talking about, like, things that he's not emotionally invested with, his whole shtick, this is Stephen A's whole shtick, dude. And if you disagree with me, that's fine. Is that he's going to say 100 ridiculous takes. So then that way when he gets one right, he gets to hone in. I told you all. I told you.
Yeah. I like him because he's entertaining to watch. But that's it.
I don't find him entertaining.
No?
No. I actually find him annoying.
So, I like when he argues with, like, fuck, what's the fucking white guy that used to do wrestling?
They used to do wrestling?
Yes, he was an announcer for WWE. Then he went and he's on First Take with him. And I don't think recently, maybe a couple of years ago. But he would argue with him all the time. It was the best. I can't think of the guy's name. I feel like Matt something.
I don't know any of the wrestling announcers.
Oh man, it's so fucking funny. Just them two going at it is the fucking best thing in the world.
But what bothers me about his arguing when like somebody's trying to combat what he's saying is that he reverts to just trying to yell over you.
Yeah.
And the minute a grown ass man's trying to yell over another grown ass man, you lose like your argument for me. Even if you're right, I'm like, no, you lost me, because now you're just trying to overpower him rather than, out Like
Yeah, he does.
the
He does.
system.
He does try to out yell everybody. For sure.
And that's my biggest issue
Yeah.
with him. It's like, like, dude, just talk about the sport. And when they combat you, come back with fucking facts, and why you feel you don't. When you start yelling, no, I'm like, you lost me. I'm done. I'm done.
That's Stephen A. for you.
Yeah, that's all he does.
I know.
That's all he does, and I don't understand why people enjoy it. Like a grown man raising his voice at another grown man is not entertaining to me. It's like, well, Stephen A. automatically lost in my mind.
I like when he goes. I want to think of that guy's name. I can't think of his name, but it's funny as hell. Would you see Jordan is going to be on NBA NBC next year?
Oh yeah, with the whole changeover and everything.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I
Yeah,
can't wait to see what he has to say.
So, did you hear like what Jordan's gonna do though?
No.
So
I just saw that he's gonna be an analyst, but
so apparently Jordan's job, like, well, what he's gonna do is he's not gonna be like live in studio.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to like pre-record breakdowns of different things, whether it be a game or a player or what exactly he's gonna break down. I'm not sure, but it's gonna be pre-recorded breakdowns that they're gonna play.
Mm.
So I was excited, but now I'm kind of like, all right, I'm still interested to hear what Jordan has to say,
Yeah.
but I'm less interested because I'm like, I'd rather see Jordan like arguing with someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to see him like on a halftime show.
Exactly, like that would be awesome.
Like Shaq and fucking Barkley, crew. I love that halftime show.
It sucks that it's not going to be around anymore. I don't think, right? They're done, right? I think that's gone. I'm not entirely
after
sure.
This season. After this,
yeah, I think it's done because they're moving over to like ABC and ESPN.
NBC.
Is it NBC?
NBC.
Oh wow.
Yeah. NBA on NBC.
Oh shit, that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's what Jordan's gonna be on.
Okay.
So I'm sure ESPN will have their times here and there, but I think it's NBA on NBC is gonna be the big thing next year.
Yeah, I do.
That's what it used to be back then. Back like fucking in 2000 with these fuckers with Reggie Miller and the Knicks in Game 6. That was all on NBC. And I remember that as a kid. NBA on NBC.
I do remember NBA on NBC.
Yeah.
Didn't it have like a dope ass intro?
Yeah. It was dope. It was dope.
I'm trying to look up the analyst that you're talking about. You said his name was possibly Matt?
I'm saying Matt, but then I may be thinking of Matt Vasgersian.
Okay.
But it's not him.
There's Max.
Max Kellerman. Yes, him.
He did wrestling?
He did wrestling.
Because I remember him from boxing.
Yeah, he was in wrestling. He was WWF.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember Max Kellerman on wrestling.
Max Kellerman. That's where I knew him from. Was from wrestling. I don't know how long he did it, but I remember him being on either WWE, WWF. Yeah, Max Kellerman.
Yeah, because I know Max Kellerman from boxing. He was a boxing analyst for a long time. Yeah. And that dude, one thing I will say about Max Kellerman, when it comes to boxing, he knows his shit.
He knows his shit.
He is well versed in fighting. I remember one time Stephen A. was like an analyst for like a boxing match. I think he was a part of the Gennady Golovkin 3 and Canelo Alvarez fight when they fought for the third time. He was a part of it, and he said, I wish I could remember, but I was like, you're fucking dumb, dude. You do not know shit about boxing. Why do they have this guy here? You know, like, you know what you know and you don't know what you don't know, right? Like, sometimes you just gotta be like, no, I'm not gonna do that because I don't know shit about that.
What were they on? Were they on ESPN together? Is that what it was? Kellerman? I haven't seen him in a while.
On First Take?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in. I think that was
ESPN.
Right. Yeah. Because. Yeah, I think that always stayed on First Take because the one thing that happened was Skip Bayless left ESPN and went over to like Fox Sports and did Undisputed with Shannon Sharp, which was like a ripoff of of
same
First
thing.
Take. It was
Yeah.
basically the same show. And then, I don't know exactly the history of it, but then Shannon Sharp left Undisputed and went to First Take with Stephen A. And during that time, while Skip and Shannon were doing Undisputed, that's when Max Kellerman was doing First Take with Stephen A. I will say, I did enjoy Max Kellerman on First Take.
Yeah.
I think that dude is like, he's like a sports nerd. That dude he's super knowledgeable.
Yeah, I liked when he went at it with Stephen A. Because I feel like they would match each other.
Yeah.
You know?
So they matched each other by being polar opposites.
Yeah.
Because Max, barely ever lost his shit.
Yeah.
He was always very he would let Stephen A go off and be like, "You done?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this is why I feel the way I feel.
Yeah. And I feel like they never agreed on anything.
No, well, also that I feel like part of the time that's kind of the point of the show. Like, you don't want two guys just sitting there like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, totally. I mean, I got no arguments there, right? I feel like sometimes the other guy would take the other side just because it made for a better show.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm just going to play devil's advocate here for the show, right? Like, nobody wants to watch a show of both guys agreeing the whole time.
Oh man, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen them in a while. That's so funny. I miss watching them.
So anyway, you went to a wedding yesterday, right?
Yeah, man. I didn't know what to expect. You know, it was in the Poconos, but let me tell you, it was beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful. I was like telling Jenna while I was there, I was like, I feel like I belong here because Clue, my coworker, is a big Luke Combs fan.
Oh, nice.
So their first dance together was Forever After All.
Oh, beautiful.
They had a couple Luke Combs themes. They had, you know how like Better Together in his videos, like in a certain font. So they had like that on like above a fireplace, which I took a picture of, really nice. And then they played Beautiful Crazy, and they played Fast Car. So it was just like, I'm like, I feel like I was meant to be here. It was. I feel like the invite was much, appreciated. It was just a really good time. Really good time. The venue was like almost like a barn kind of cottage thing.
Yeah.
But beautiful inside, right on the lake. It was really nice.
Yeah, those rustic themed weddings are dope.
Yeah, it was really nice time. I wish the DJ was a little bit better. I don't know where they got the DJ from, but But other than that, everything was good. Food was good.
What, they're white? They were white?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, part of that is sometimes like
you're in Pennsylvania too, so
right. And as a fucking Latino, we listen to a lot different music than they're
yeah. Well, so
especially at a party.
Yeah, they played the normal Spanish songs,
Oh,
Gasolina.
Okay.
Das Taco Duro.
At least they played.
They played it. They were dancing. Like I tell you, there were people on the dance floor the whole entire night.
Nice.
It was just it was early, so I think the ceremony started at 3, and by 8:30 we were done.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so weird for like especially like the way weddings are around here, like the way we're used to going to weddings, and a wedding ending that early is kind of wild.
Yeah, it was.
You almost got a fucking hotel room for no reason. You could have just drove back home.
Yeah, we went to the bar obviously after, drank and ate a little bit more.
At that point you have no choice, right? Yeah. It's like, what am I gonna go do? Go sleep in my room?
Hotel room.
If you didn't. At that point, if you didn't go to the bar, I'd be like, man, fuck that hotel room.
We just went home. Yeah.
Go sleep comfortably in my own bed.
Yeah, that hotel sucked, man. I feel like we were allergic to something in the room. It smelled like somebody brought their dog there.
Was it carpeted? Like
yeah.
That's...
Wait. What? I feel like all hotel rooms I've ever
not all hotel rooms are carpeted. A lot of them are. Yeah. Not all. So one of the things that when me and Chris are going away to somewhere, I will literally search for a hotel room and sometimes call and be like, hey, are these rooms carpeted? Or because like Carissa's allergies go fucking nuts when we go to a hotel room that's carpeted. It's got nothing to do whether they let animals in or not or whatever. Just some of our hotel room carpets, her fucking allergies go crazy.
You know what? That's really, really good advice you just gave me. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Never thought of that.
Yeah, we will not stay at a place that has like carpeted floors in a hotel. So a little advice: if you're going to a hotel, call ahead. See, when we went to Atlantic City the last time we went for like a comedy show. It was like a year ago. We went. I called the hotel. Where were we staying? We stayed at the Showboat.
Oh, okay.
And I called them. I was like, "Hey, are your rooms carpeted or not?" And literally, the person on the phone was like, so like some of our rooms are renovated and don't have carpets, but a lot of them." So they were like, "When you go to book, specifically book this tower, and all the rooms in that tower don't have carpets." Nice. So that's what I did last time that we went. And she's fine. Anytime we go to a place that doesn't have carpet, she's totally fine.
Yeah? No. That's good to know.
We don't even like carpets like in our home. Like our like apartments the apartment that we've been in now, that was one of the big things that she was like all for is that it's all like hardwood floor. Because carpets are they're hard to maintain, and even if you do maintain them, if you have bad allergies the way she does, sometimes it doesn't even matter. Yeah,
because everything stays in there. It stays in there. Oh, that's a fucking good advice. I never thought about asking, except for like every hotel, for the most part, except for when we went to Miami. Right. Has fucking carpets.
A lot of them do. Yeah. Like a lot of them.
I mean, granted, we said at the Best Western. I wasn't looking for anything special.
Oh, in Pennsylvania. I thought you said it. I thought you meant in Miami. I'm like, we didn't stay.
No. No, I wouldn't fucking go to Miami. Stay at the Best Western.
I was like, that's not where we stayed.
No, so I was like the places so the invitation obviously was sent via phone.
Oh, and that's the hotel that they had blocks in?
No, there was other ones. It was like those fancy ones that have like the sex rooms and shit like that.
Yeah,
I'm not staying in one of those. Nope. It was like one was the Swiftwater, which I've never heard of, but Jenna has. She said that she's like, the Swiftwater. It was like over $300 a night. Eeks. I'm like, I'm not spending $300.
Yeah, that's too much money
for this,
just to sleep.
Yeah, and then there was the Palace, I think that's what it's called. Okay. That has like this, the nice room with the champagne glass in the middle. It's like a pool.
The sex rooms.
Yeah. Yeah. The sex rooms.
Like the Loop in Avenel.
Correct. Yes. Not as dirty, but still dirty. And then there was another one. But they were all like over $300 a night. I was like, well, I'm not spending $300 a night. No, $300 for one night.
Dude, the minute you're like themed to like a place like that, like heart-shaped bed. Yeah. No. Yeah. Those places are just covered in jizz.
Yeah. Literally. So
I don't care how hot you get that hot tub. It's not gonna fucking
kill all the germs. Nah, so I looked for something close, and I'm like, I found the Best Western. It was still $200, right? Which I'm like, PA we'll find something for like $89. Yeah, no, not happening. It was $200.
That's crazy, dude. I feel like ever since COVID, the price of hotels anywhere you go has just skyrocketed. Yeah. Everywhere's so fucking expensive these days. Yeah. I gotta piss, so let's
take a break. Yeah, I gotta pee too, so I'll go upstairs.
All right.
Let's go back, baby. So,
welcome back. We urinated.
We needed a break.
Oh man. So, this wanted to switch over. Again, we're talking about sports. Sorry for the non-sports fans. But
it's that time of year.
Yankees Mets 1-1 so far to start the series.
Fried's pitching tonight.
Fried, yep, we got Fried on the mound. I believe that it is Clay Holmes on the mound for the Mets tonight, right?
Oh, is it?
Let me see.
That'd be fun. Hope they smack that mother flower.
I mean, you can't be mad at him. They had an opportunity to re-sign him and they chose not to. Yeah.
Which I'm not mad at him. It's
not for nothing. I mean, It's not like he pitched great for us last
That's what I'm
year
saying. So, like,
to warrant a re-signing.
Yeah, I'm not mad that he went. Like, I'm not mad that he went over there. I'm just like, I hope we smack him because he cost us games last year.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want him to smack him just to win the game.
Just to
I don't
win the
give a shit who's on the mound. I just want them to whoop his ass.
Bro,
Oh no, it's not Clay Holmes. It's Peterson. I believe. Oh,
we shall see.
did his ERA go up? It says here, Max Fried's ERA is 1.11.
1.11.
He had the best ERA in baseball at one point. Let me see if that's still. Let me see if that's still true.
The team's still like 9-0 when he plays.
Yeah. And honestly, he should have a better record.
Yeah, there's a couple games that we lost.
Mm-hmm. That we blew for him.
Yep.
MLB pitching leaders. That's wins, but that's not ERA.
Yeah, no ERA.
Max Fried is tied for the most wins in the MLB right now, and it's funny because he's tied with a couple guys that have like a way higher ERA than he does. Like, Robbie Ray has got 9 wins, but his ERA is a 3.04.
Yeah.
Which is not like awful. Oh my God, this is awful. How the fuck? George Lopez. What the fuck? Wait. Oh. He has 0 starts. Oh, I guess he's a bullpen guy? Damn, the dude has fucking 6 wins out of the pen?
Jeez.
That's insane. He's
What
got
team?
6 wins out of the pen with a 6 ERA.
Oh. Jeez.
Oh, he plays for the Nats.
Yeah, that explains it.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Dude's got 6 wins out of the bullpen. How often do you see something like that? A non-starter with 6 wins.
The Nats. That team went from being amazing to nothing. Like over 1 year span.
Yeah. Well, they also, they moved a couple of like major guys.
Won the World Series and then tanked after that. Yo, if I show you this, what game is this?
Hangman?
You know what it's called now? In our beautiful young world?
I bet these fucking woke motherfuckers changed the fucking rules.
They changed the name.
Please, tell me what they call it now.
See that right there?
That's, everybody knows it as Hangman.
It's called Stickman.
Oh, it's Stickman now.
Stickman. So on Mother's Day, we were at Jenna's sister's house, and then they were talking to Emma, and she was like, "Oh, let's play a game," and she said Stickman. I was like, "What is Stickman? Like, what is Stickman? I never heard that shit before."
I wouldn't know what it is either.
Like, that's what they call Hangman now, because of pussy ass bitches nowadays.
Yeah, because because I guess too much close to suicide.
Yeah, I guess. I fucking know.
Whatever. I don't even like things like that. Don't even really get me mad anymore.
I wasn't mad. I was just like, wait, what?
It's just a silly game.
Yeah.
Who the hell gives a shit what it's called? But it's so unnecessary. Like I'm not gonna fight for it to be called Hangman.
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm not gonna be like, no, go back to it's silly. But the fact that they had to change it is like silly.
Yeah.
But that's the fucking world we live in today. Well, what are you gonna do, bro?
Softies.
Judgy is still carrying a over 400 batting average. We are more than halfway through May.
That's crazy.
Insane.
It's insane.
And I think he's still leading the Triple Crown. Stats.
Yeah.
Right? Most RBIs and what is it? RBIs, batting average, and home runs.
And home runs.
And he's leading in all 3 categories.
That's insane.
What do you think would be more impressive at the end of the year? if he carried a 400 batting average for the season, which I'm not saying he will. People, calm the fuck down. If he were to carry a 400 batting average for the season, or if he were to win the Triple Crown.
I think the 400.
Me too. I said I got asked that question the other day, and as impressive as a Triple Crown is, it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And the last person to win it was oh my god, first baseman for Detroit, Miguel
Cabrera. Yeah.
And I believe, and I'm going to end up Googling again. I hate being on my phone Googling constantly. I believe before Miguel Cabrera, the last person to do it was a long fucking time.
Ago?
It was, damn, you talk. I'm going to look up who was the...
I was actually thinking about that exact question that you just asked me. So I was like, yo, what if he does, 400 for the year? That's insane. I don't know. Joe DiMaggio was the only one that kept the 400 batting average for a period of time like that. Like, you don't see that. He changed his batting approach because he did so bad in the playoffs. Is the reason why he's batting the way he's batting now, and he's going more for hits and contact as opposed to the home run ball,
which is what he should be doing. Which is what he should
be doing.
Which, to me, makes the home run ball easier. Because now, they can't really pitch around you, right? Like, they can't really expect to strike out because you're just shooting to go yard. Yeah.
Yeah. So now he's just shooting for contact. And the guy doesn't miss. If he bats a 400, 162 games, that means almost every game he's got a hit. That's insane.
So, Miguel Cabrera is the last player to win the Triple Crown. Prior to Miguel Cabrera, Carl Yastrzemski in 67 was the last person to win the Triple Crown.
That's insane.
That's how fucking impressive a Triple Crown is. And it's crazy because back then, you had two players in the 60s win it, and actually back-to-back years, 66 and 67. One in the 50s, two in the 40s. Oh my god. 5 in the 30s. No, 4 in the 30s, sorry. So, I mean, it was happening more often back then. And then, nobody for, what is this? 33 years? 45 years.
Pitching has gotten harder.
Nobody. Well, and that was the whole point I was trying to make, is that I think that just proves how insane pitching has evolved. Yeah. Since that time. Yeah. Especially, you start pushing back way, way, way back. You get a bunch of, pitchers that were out there that there was no such thing as a bullpen. No. There was no such thing as a reliever, as a closer, as none of that shit. Yep. Guys started the game and they pitched the whole fucking game. So they were out there, their arms were noodles. Yeah. Still throwing.
Yeah. Probably, towards the end of the game, they were throwing 89 miles an hour fastballs.
Yeah.
Or 80 something.
I mean, I would love. Let's see.
Analytics weren't around that back then.
Pitch speed in 1940. Let's see. The average pitch speed in 19. Nah, man. Come on, AI. I thought that you would fucking.
They probably didn't have a gun to fucking catch the speed back then.
Oh, I mean, they had some stuff, but it wasn't reliable, and I guess not everybody had it. But it's not even like the pitch speed to me, I think. I think it's the accuracy and the break on pitches these days that's the most impressive, right? Yeah. I think we talked about this a while back. I was showing you, I think it was Skeens. It was an overlay of 4 different pitches.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The most impressive is that when these guys release the ball, it looks like the same fucking pitch. Yeah. It's wild.
Yeah, then halfway down, it either goes this, goes like this, goes like that.
You're getting a 4-seamer, a 2-seamer, the release, the angle, everything exactly the same. Then you get a guy throwing a fucking change or some sort of breaking ball. The release, the angle, exactly the same.
And the speed is 10 miles an hour difference.
Yeah,
it's insane.
It's so hard to catch a pitcher tipping pitches these days because they are so fucking honed in. Like their mechanics are so good.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then people wonder why batting averages are so low compared to years past.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
It's like if you're batting a 285, 290, you're having a good year.
Oh,
right?
forget about it.
You're having a good
If
year.
you're high twos, you're one of the best hitters in baseball. I feel like I remember back in like the 90s when we were growing up, a good hitter was hitting at least 300.
Yeah.
Right? Like that was like, oh, yeah, he's a 300 hitter. He's a good hitter.
Yeah.
Not no more.
No, now it's like 290.
Now if you're hitting 300, you're phenomenal.
Soto's a 290 hitter. 280, 290 hitter.
Well, talking about Soto, that's actually the point that I wanted to bring up. I've been watching, the games and stuff, the fan reactions, and this is my opinion. This is how I feel, is that this weekend, Yankee fans, shit all over him. Do whatever you want. Chant your fuck Juan Sotos and turn your backs to him when he's coming out in the field. Do everything you want to in this series this weekend. I feel, again, just me, after this weekend,
That's
done.
it.
Done.
Did you had both games ended?
Yeah, it was
Soto one
would
night
be out,
and Judge
and then Judge would be
next That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Yankees win one, Mets win one.
The way the baseball gods like to write these things out is awesome, It's like it's like the Jeter's last home game thing.
Bro.
You couldn't have written a better script.
No.
Yeah.
4 for 4.
Up to
Walk
bat.
off.
Up to bat with the game on the line.
Man.
Was it 2 outs too? Wasn't it?
I don't remember how many outs were.
Maybe there wasn't 2 outs. There might have been less than that, but still, it doesn't matter. Opportunity to get the walk off.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, go back in time, and the motherfucker hits a home run for his 3,000th hit. Like he is just the epitome of writing a movie about.
Yep. The first November game, he has a walk-off home run.
That's why he's Mr. November.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, dude, them not winning the chip that year after everything that happened in 9/11 was so fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's almost like, you should have let them win.
Yeah. Fucking Kurt Schilling's bastard ass.
Oh, man. After everything New York has been through.
That would have been probably one of the best World Series wins.
Oh, are you kidding me?
If they won that year.
And then that would have been a 4-peat.
Yes.
Right?
4-peat. That, they walked off twice that year. Jeter, fucking Scott Brocious. It's just...
The craziest part about that whole scenario is if you repeat that series, Yankees up 3-0 100 times, the Yankees take one of those games and move on to the World Series.
Yeah. The home team won. Yeah, the home team won every game that series.
Yep.
Yeah. Diamondbacks won the first 2, Yankees won the next 3, and then Diamondbacks won the second 2, the last 2.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm mixing up a series. My bad. I was thinking about you said Kurt Schilling, and my mind went immediately to when we were up 3-0 against the Red Sox.
Oh, yeah.
So I forgot that Schilling also was pitching with the Diamondbacks.
With Diamondbacks,
right?
yeah.
That motherfucker. Fuck that.
Yeah,
guy.
he got us with the Marlins. He got us with the Diamondbacks, and he got us with the Red Sox.
That dude was a Yankee killer.
Yeah.
Killer. Fuck that dude, man.
Fucking
him and his bloody sock.
Bloody sock.
Dude, he had a small cut on his ankle, and they made a huge fucking deal out of it. Like he was pitching on a broken ankle.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, he's just bleeding a little. Like it's not that big of a deal. They made this huge deal, like, oh my god, hey, look what he's pitching through. I'm like, he has a fucking cut on his ankle. Yeah. Not that serious. Relájate.
Are you opening that?
I was thinking.
I've never tasted it before.
You know what? Do you want to hear something crazy?
I've never had it. You neither?
Neither have I.
You neither?
Nope. Never had Blaine's. You know why? I appreciate the gift. I refuse to pay the, up price at a liquor store that has it.
That's why I got it for you.
Right? Like, it's just like, How do you? Oh,
It
fancy.
actually tells you when it's. Does it tell you when it's bottled?
I mean, probably. Yeah, it says January 3rd, 2025.
Of this year.
So I like refuse to pay the increased price for it because listen, it is a very, very good bourbon. I'm not gonna say it's not. It's not. To me, it's not worth the price increase.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not gonna pay like out twice as much, 2.5 times as much for a bourbon that goes for like $50 retail of what it normally should go for.
Yeah, the guy at the liquor store, when I told him, I asked him, well, you guys have that? He goes, yeah, and he goes, oh, I hear it's very hard to find. I was like, yeah, that's why you have it at that price. Like he was, I think he knew, like. I don't know. I feel like he was trying to play stupid, but the guy fucking knew.
He knew,
like, you know why you're charging
but
that
they're
much
not
money
the only.
for it.
Everywhere does it. Everywhere does. You're especially in New Jersey. You're not gonna find this bottle for retail.
No.
The only places that sell this bottle for retail, if they get it in stock, are like the big chain places that sell liquor. Like if you can find it at like Sam's Club in their liquor section but they don't really get it.
I doubt it.
No, they don't really get it. Almost never.
I've never seen that for sale. Like, I've never seen...
I've seen it at places,
Yeah.
but I look at the price tag and I'm like, no.
Not buying it. I didn't even ask. I was like, do you have it? Let me
No,
get it.
I mean, listen, I love you. I love you to death. I really appreciate this, you know?
Now, you not having it, like, you never tasting it, now makes it even better.
Well, let's do this thing. Where's yours?
Right here.
There it is. Did you rinse that out? Weren't you drinking tequila in that?
I definitely was. Give me that one.
Yeah, this one only had whiskey in it. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, let's give this a try. I feel like it's wrong to take a shot of it, but I don't want to. We're gonna take the shot together because I know you don't really sip. So
Yeah, I don't.
It's okay.
I'm not a bourbon drinker. I sir mix a lot here.
To you.
Happy birthday, Christian. Even though when this comes out, you'll still be 2 days younger.
Yeah, I won't be on my birthday. Salud.
Salute.
Wow, that is good. That's very good.
That's good.
Oh shit. Yeah. That's trouble. Wow, smooth.
I don't drink bourbon like this guy does.
I love when non-whiskey
But that was
drinkers
good.
drink whiskey with me.
That was good.
That was fantastic. I was drinking bourbon earlier when I was playing D&D with E-Man and the guys. E-Man brought this bourbon, which it was okay, but it was like rougher on the edges. I was like,
Like Four Roses rough.
I like Four Roses. You'll consider it rough, but I don't.
Oof.
This one's almost fucking even smoother than the Traveler. And you even liked
Yeah, the Traveler was good. This was good.
Wow.
It's good.
This was really good. And especially hold on, let me see. And it's got a higher proof than the Traveler. Because that's why
93?
the Traveler's so smooth as well. Because it's got a low proof. It's got only... Yeah, it's only 90 proof. This one's 93. 93. Oh, man, that's fucking good, dude. All right, well...
I'm glad he liked it. Succeed. I succeeded there.
You know I'm not stingy with my booze when I have it with people. I will be stingy with them. People come over, I'm going to be like, oh, what do you want? Don't even look at the bottle.
He's only allowed to drink that with me.
I'm good with that.
Or Wilson.
Oh, Wilson? Yeah, all right,
yeah,
Wilson.
yeah. For sure.
All right, what about...
Or if your brother comes to town.
Either one?
Yeah.
Or not? Oh, John don't drink
Your brother.
anymore, so...
Oh, yeah, right.
So just so sweet at this point.
Just
John sent a message the other day like, oh, man, I don't drink anymore.
Yeah, I was like...
And I'm
he was
like,
at the bar, not drinking.
Yeah. And the only thing I thought in my mind, I'm like, that sounds terrible.
I can never be at a bar by myself watching a game
and not drinking.
Oh,
no.
No.
Hell no.
He's got a lot of willpower. Willpower.
Oh, I commend him. I commend him.
I cannot.
Sure.
I
I
cannot.
know. I couldn't do it, dude. And I'm watching like my team.
In the playoffs? So it's clinched a fucking series?
Yeah, hell no. What's funny though is that I didn't drink during that game at all at home.
No,
I was watching that game at home. So I actually watched that game without Carissa, because she fucked up and scheduled a girls' night. But she scheduled this girls' night like a month in advance, not knowing the playoff schedule or anything.
Yeah.
So she had a girls' night set up Friday night during the game. So she left. So I was literally just sitting on my couch. I had my niece Brandy, 'cause she's staying with me for a little bit, next to me.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised for two things: that you said you were alone, and that Brandy was with you. I was like, oh, that's different.
Well,
that's different.
Well, she's not to put all our business out on the internet, but she's moving to Florida in about a week and a half
nice.
with my mother.
Oh, that's nice.
So in the interim, until she goes, she's staying with me, which is fine. Love her to death. She's awesome. So anyway, I'm sitting on my couch. My poor niece that couldn't give a rat's ass about any sport. I'm not a sports fan at all. Is sitting next to me during this Knicks game, looking at me like I'm a fucking psychopath.
You're going crazy.
Because I was going crazy. And obviously I was going crazy at the beginning of the game and during half, like right before half, all that stuff. But by the end of the game, I don't know if you were like me. I was just kind of, I'm like on my phone and I'm watching.
Yeah. It was a blowout. So,
but that's the thing. I think we talked about it in another pod as well. I love the fact that throughout this postseason, the Knicks have yet to have like an easy win where like I'm not
having a heart attack,
nearly having a heart attack at the end of the game.
Almost every freaking game.
So it was nice to just be like, oh, they got this one in the bag.
Yeah.
But at the same time, by the time the game ended, it was almost like underwhelming because you were like, you know, the win was solidified halfway through the third quarter, right? Yeah. Like you were like, oh, like, you know, this game's over.
Yeah.
So it almost was like at the end, I was almost like, all right.
Yeah. I had the same feeling. The
only thing that was bothering me in the fourth quarter, like going down the stretch, and I don't know if you saw the messages I was sending,
because they kept playing their starters.
Yeah, and I understand that's Tibbs' motto. Tibbs like heavily like believes in no lead is too safe, right? I know he's big on like, nah, man, like fuck that. You know, it's not over till the zeros hit. I get it. I understand that's his motto. But you are about to go face a team that the prior year, the only reason you lost to them was because you lost a bunch of major pieces due to injury. Mm-hmm. And you're leaving your starters out there while the game was like out of reach. Mm-hmm. You know, like have a little bit more faith in your reserves to be out there to not blow a 40-point lead. Yeah. You know, like, and also, bro, you know, the fucking shit Tibbs would have gotten if, God forbid,
anybody got
any of those guys, and not and that's not even Brunson or Cat. You know, yes, losing those dudes would be ridiculous. But yeah, losing Mikal Bridges, losing OG would be fucking massive. Yeah. Matter of fact, losing Deuce McBride, who is our sixth man off the bench, would be huge for this team.
Especially against a team like the Pacers.
Especially against the Pacers, right? One thing that I've been trying to tell people of last year, and you know, maybe Halliburton is a different player this year, but Halliburton is not the reason that the Knicks lost the series last year. If you watch basketball, if you watch that series, if you know ball, we need OG Anunoby, because the guy that really fucked us when OG got hurt was Siakam.
Yep.
We had no answer to Siakam.
Yep.
They were putting Josh Hart on Siakam, and he was bullying him because he was just too big for him.
He's like 100
Josh
pounds.
Hart is just not strong enough to be able to defend Siakam. And then they try to put Isaiah Hartenstein on him. Then he was too fucking fast for Isaiah Hartenstein. Yeah. Isaiah was playing like softer defense, and Siakam was just hitting mid-range jump shots over him all fucking game. So we need OG because when OG was on the floor, he was shutting Siakam down. If you look early on in that series.
Yeah.
So that was my only worry while I was watching the game. I'm like, dude, will you fucking sit these guys down? You know, little fucking Tatum got hurt with 3 minutes left in game 4.
Yeah.
Right? Like, an injury can happen at any point. So I was, that's the only thing that was frustrating me about the game, was just like, hey, man, take these starters out.
Yeah, it was like 10 minutes or 9 minutes left. The starters are still in there. I was like, oh my God.
And in a blowout. Like, it was a complete and utter blowout.
Oh my God. And the thing is that with the Knicks is that play hard all the time. Like Josh Hart plays hard all the time. Brunson's hard all the time. Yep. You know? It's not like
Mikal Bridges, especially defensively.
Yeah, it's like they're on all the time. They don't take it back.
Specifically Hart. Hart can't turn it off.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he's just like at 100.
Which, again, if he's on the court, that's what I want.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
Right? Like, you don't want them out there playing half-assed, because at that point, then just put in your reserves. Yeah. The reason he has them out there is because he wants them to play at full force, obviously, right? Like, he's worried about the lead, right? I don't know. Whatever. I mean, what's done is done.
How about this guy getting an elbow to his eye, bleeding,
and it's still coming back out,
and didn't miss a minute. Took his free throws. I was like, all right, he's gonna take his free throws and then he's gonna sit. Motherfucker was fucking played still.
Put a butterfly stitch on his fucking eye, and he was good to go.
Man.
Dude, I think I've said this a million times. He could not have a better last name.
He is the heart and soul of the team.
He literally plays with all heart.
All heart. And he's not like a big dude. But, bro, the guy I put a parlay in, right? And it was like Josh Hart to have 9 rebounds. I'm like, no. With a fucked up eye, still fucking hit.
What do you mean? He had a triple-double.
I know. He had a triple-double.
I
know. That's what I'm saying. With a fucked up eye and everything.
All the starters were in double digits. Dude, Mikal Bridges. Sorry, not Mikal Bridges. I always mix up Deuce McBride and Mikal Bridges for some reason. I don't know why I swapped those guys' names out so much. But Deuce McBride, like, maybe statistically didn't have, like, the sexy stats, but that dude played his fucking ass. That block on the breakaway where he blocked up against the backboard, and then and then that led to Josh Hart having an and one on the other side of the court.
Yeah, I remember that.
Massive. Massive.
Yep. The guys are playing, but that was a great game.
Dude,
that was a great game.
If this team can play that way for the rest of the postseason, they're going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And I will say this, though. OKC scares me. If OKC is the team that makes the finals, if they beat Minnesota, that team is just so young and so fast. Oh, they scare the fuck out of me.
So fast.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because I am 100% in the mindset when it comes to sports. You play the game for a reason. Right? And people can pick teams, and Vegas can set the odds all they want. You still have to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you never know what's going to happen.
Yep.
You never know who's going to have an off day.
Yep.
You never know, God forbid, who's going to get injured. Like, you still got to play the fucking game. Yeah. So,
I mean, look at that. My thing is, Boston's first 2 games at home, they missed all of those shots. That game 1 of the season, he's fucking. Okay, all right, we're good. Game 1 of the season. Remember that game where they fucking blew the Knicks out.
They were hitting those
because they hit every shot. You know, like you said, they have to go. The guys still got to show up. They have to take shots. The shots got to go in. You know,
regular season only gives you an idea of the team. Right? Yeah. Regular season only gives you an idea. Postseason of any sport is completely different. Yeah. The mindset's different. The grit, the tempo, all that shit is completely different
Yep.
when you go into postseason of any sport. I'm not even a hockey fan, and I know that postseason hockey is completely different than regular season.
Of course.
Hockey. You know,
Of course. Because you play the game like it's your last game.
yeah, that's like
That's how you should play it.
that's like how I feel about Tatum, right? And Boston fans and NBA fans, whoever, you may not agree with what I'm about to say, but Tatum is a phenomenal basketball player when things are going their way. When Boston's playing well and they're flowing, he is amazing. But he is and again,
Not clutch.
it's not even about not clutch, right? It's more than that. It's not even about down the stretch. It could be the middle of the game. He does not have that like dog in him to dig his team like out of a hole. He's not like I don't know how else to explain it really, but he doesn't have that X factor in him when things aren't going their way. Maybe they're not getting the calls that they think they deserve, and guys aren't hinted. I don't know. He just to me doesn't have that X factor that like a guy like Jalen Brunson has, or one of the best to do it was like Kobe and Jordan, and those guys just they had that ice in their veins where when things aren't going well, it doesn't affect their play.
Yeah.
They're still gonna do whatever they got to do to turn the game around and get their team back on track. Right? Just like Brunson. Brunson he's got that dog, bro. There was a video, oh my God, ADHD kicking in. There was a video going around online of a young Jalen Brunson.
Oh, with his dad.
With his dad.
I saw that.
Right?
Yeah.
Practicing with him, right?
Yeah.
And I was looking at the comments, and you see a bunch of people like, oh my God, like, is this video cringe to anyone else? Like, I can't believe he pushed his son that way, and this, and I'm looking at these comments, and I'm like, yeah, I don't understand. That's what makes greatness. Everybody's so concerned about, just let your child be who they want to be, and let them be free, and don't put too much pressure on them, and just love them, and yeah, that's all fine and dandy, man. Like, I love my kid to death, but
That's what the mom is there for.
But sometimes, yeah, I get it, right? I get it, especially with a boy, right?
Yeah, but that's
dude,
why he's the man he is now. Like,
exactly.
that's why he's winning these games.
And I think there's another aspect that some fans don't understand, especially if you're white. And I hate to go racial, but I think if you're white, what you don't understand when it comes to minority parents is that they're pushing their children, and they're in there and being aggressive and being hard on them because the world is hard on them, especially being a minority when they get to become an adult, right? We don't have those open doors. We don't have those connections the way some people do. So as a minority father, you have to almost be hard on your child to prepare them for life, right? So when I see this video of Brunson and people are like, oh my God, like, it's cringy, and why is he being so hard on his son? I'm like, well, look at the fucking product.
Yep.
You can comment all you want on the journey. Look at the product.
Yep.
Right? There is no moment too big for that guy.
Yeah.
And I think a big reason of it is because his father set him up for greatness.
Yeah. Yeah, he did nothing wrong. He just go back, do it again. Go back,
He was
do it
hard
again.
on him. He was hard on him.
Jordan's dad did the same thing.
Oh my God, Jordan's dad was. Matter of fact, all the greats. Did you ever watch the documentary about Tiger Woods?
Yeah, I think he started with putt.
Right, but like,
putt.
yeah. I mean, he strategically he started him at as close to the hole as possible, and then worked his game out.
Yeah.
But more than that is that he was on him. He was like, no, we're doing this shit every fucking day.
Yeah.
Until you get it right. Right? And then we'll move on to the next step. But until you consistently do this part right, then we'll move
Move on.
But that's what fucking makes greatness.
Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree with that. I mean, you know,
I don't either, man.
You know, from when you're born to you're 20, you know, if your parents guide you the right way, you're gonna fucking succeed. You're gonna succeed if you have a parent that's able to do it.
And like I said again, you know, I hate to go racial, but you know, the world's not built for minorities.
No.
So you have to prepare your minority child for the difficulties of adulthood in life, because nobody's gonna hold your fucking hand.
Yeah. Absolutely not.
You know.
Woo! Let's see what Judge is about to do now, son. Let's get a deep ball. You know what? I don't even want a deep ball. Let's get a double in the gap.
Let's get closed cans, because we're gonna wrap this thing up.
We're like an hour and 40 minutes in.
No. It's not that bad. About an hour and a half.
Oh. What are we doing?
Did you make contact with that?
Yeah, he did. Just foul that off. It worked against him. That would have been a ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He shouldn't have swung. That would have been a swing anyway, even if he didn't hit it. Look how far he went.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to cut all this stuff.
Look at me. Oh, that's up. I think the Yankees will take this game.
I hope so.
Yep.
I mean, you got Fried on the mound.
Yeah.
Got no excuses.
You know, Mets, if you look at the last, 4 years, Mets have owned this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Subway Series has been all Mets.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Get out, baby. Woo! What did I say? A double.
So what you say we shotgun one?
Yeah, what you... I don't like this thing.
Thanks for tuning in. We love you. We'll see you next time.
Let's go, Yankees. Let's go, Knicks.